that the Devscript Winter of Code commence in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So I'm your lead organizer Anush. I'm so glad to meet you all. Thank you for joining us on a session today. So I hope this 2 months is the most productive time for you, and we hope to do a lot of amazing things with you all. So I just ask the other speakers to introduce themselves. You're on mute, Apur.
So, hey there, I'm Apur Goyal and I'm your co-lead organizer for this event. And we are great to have you all here. So, on to Vedant.
Yeah, so hello everyone, this is Vedant here, and I am final year student at RCM and I'm the founder of Devscript. So, thanks for joining. Over to
Hey
you,
guys, I'm Praveen and I'm a full stack JavaScript developer, mentor, speaker. A lot of people know about me, so I'll just give the thing to Aditya.
Okay. Okay, I think
Anush, go on.
Since he's streaming, he might not be able to answer. So thank you for every single one who's here. We are so glad to have you here. So I hope you have a lot of fun these 2 months and learn a lot. So let me go through how the process. We'll be talking about the timeline, how we'll be talking about our sponsors, we'll be talking about the projects which we are here. So all the official projects, your contribution to all the official projects will be counted as valid for your points. And towards the end of the 2 months, the top contributors will be awarded some amazing swags, internship opportunities, which Vedant will be telling you all about it. And I'll be doing a live demo on how to get started with contribution, how you can contribute to a project. So I'll be taking you with me as I contribute to a particular project. So I hope you're all geared up and ready. So let's get started. So Devscript Winter of Code is a 2-month open source program which the Devscript community decided to have after the Hacktoberfest. We wanted to show the student community that what really is open source is all about and how much contribution it is making to the everyday scenario. Most of the softwares which we use for free it was born out of open source. It had a lot of amazing softwares where the time spent by developers like you and me or like every single developer around the world spending their time to make sure that people get quality product at the same time it is affordable or cheap for them. So open source is something we really all of us have been using it in our integral with or without knowing. So this is our initiative to develop some really good open source project developed by the students and companies who have registered with us and just get started into open source. So I'll be just going over the timeline. So right now we are in the winter arrived section. So the project, the hackathon officially starts from today and it goes on for 2 months till February 25th. Remember the applications are still open and it will be open till Jan. So if you have any friends who just wanted to get started into open source, tag them along, bring them in and ask them to get introduced into open source. You're never too late. You can just start it at any time. Your contribution, like you will be able to make a brand for yourself while contributing to open source. You'll be able to network with amazing people all over the places. Like you can talk to any person who's really good at open source. Like they will tell you how valuable this platform is really all about. And then on February 25th, the Winter of Code will conclude and we'll start working on the result progress. And on March 5th, the results will be announced. So I ask Vedant to come and share about the prizes and the sponsors without whom this event at such a grand scale wouldn't be possible. Vedant, over to you.
Thanks, Anush, for this wonderful introduction of DWOC. So, yeah, so everything that you do must be awarded. Every contribution does matter a lot because these small contributions finally bring a big change. So let's see what are the prizes. So it's like to the top 100 contributors, we are giving swats. So the swats will include t-shirts, hoodies, badges, stickers, cheat sheets, not only from just a single community, but from multiple communities. So it's like there will be top 10 will be getting this, top 20 will be getting this, and something like that. And believe me, top 100 is a big number. So there's still a huge scope for you to win a lot many swats. And believe me, nowhere you'll need this many swats. Okay, so moving on to the subscriptions, which we'll see further in detail as we move on to the sponsor section. We have incubation support up to 2.5 lakh rupees for novel ideas and business models. And there will be training from industry experts as well. Moving on to this, okay, so this is where you can participate if you haven't, and you can also join as project. You can also add your project as join as volunteer and mentor, and you can join our Discord and Telegram from me. Now moving on to the speakers. So here we have. So these are the top two. Some of our speakers are listed here. We have Sarah Williams, who is a CPM, that is a community program manager at Microsoft. We have Pooja Soon as director of data analytics, Microsoft. We have Shalak Verma as a director partner tech at Microsoft. Then we have our very own Pratit Bhaiya, that is our Pratit Narang, who is a software engineer at Google and co-founder at Coding Blocks. Then we have Shami Pant as a co-founder at MyGenia, and many more are going to be added, and there will be tons of sessions where you will get vast knowledge. Coming on to our sponsors and our partners. So we have officially collaborated with GitHub as our open source partner. So you'll be getting swags of GitHub as well. So to each and everyone, like to the top 100 contributors, there I assure at least a single GitHub sticker to you. And then we have internship opportunities that are provided to us by Merge Intern. Then we have platform partner Communal. Then Skillship Foundation will be giving us lot many swats. Incubation support from many industry experts and all. We have Coding Ninjas as our education partner. With gold sponsor, we have Coding Blocks and DigitalOcean. For silver sponsor, we have Rebel, Simple Dev JS, Knowledge Pro, and Mule. So when going on to the general sponsors, we have Daily Dev, Neovantium, Jimma Certificate, Amphan, Linode, MyGenAI project, and a lot many community partners. So basically, every contribution that you give will be showcased, or even if you are say the top contributor, then all these communities will be knowing that yes, this was a person who made that awesome thing. Okay, so yeah, if you have any questions, this will be there in the FAQ section. If not, you can definitely ask us in the Discord, in the doubt section, doubt channel. Okay, thanks, Anush. Over to you.
Thank you, Vedant. Thank you so much. So we have some huge, amazing list of projects. But what are those projects, and how do I go and see them? You can see all the accepted projects in the project section of our website. You'll be able to easily navigate to it by just clicking the project tab in the navigation bar. So do check out the project if you haven't already and start contributing to them. So we have some amazing project, posted by both communities and companies there. So I do strongly suggest you go and check it out. So I ask Praveen to do a small review of the projects and give some pointers and tips to the participants.
Hey everyone, there are like around 50 plus projects that have been accepted here, and we have got projects from various domains, various platforms, and with very varied level of complexity as well. And all these projects are open source, and you have like let's say if you are looking for Python based projects, there are like loads and loads of projects. So the way to check out the projects portfolio, or like what do you call this, the project's tech stack, is it is easy to just click on the project and it opens up the GitHub page, and on the right side bottom you will be able to find out the tech stack, also the languages that are used here. So this is easy to understand. This can be said as like a predominantly a JavaScript based project. Could be most probably a React or like maybe a static HTML, CSS, JavaScript project. So that is an example. Doc2Pen is an example. So if we go back to our projects, there are like, say, for example, if you want to go for a Python project, if you go to the last one, there is something called as um, Q. Go to the extremely last. So QStream is there, which is one of our projects, which is a Python-based project, and there are like a couple of nice projects as well. So if you're interested in any of these languages, like so this is completely a Python-based project, and the tech stack is clearly README document as well, what the project is about and what exactly that you need to start contributing to the project. The first thing which I would always advise is like go to the project repository, look at what they have given in the initial pages, and then based on that, try to like see if this particular project is easier for you to do. Are you comfortable with doing this project? If yes, go ahead, pick it up. So the instructions will be there in the FAQ, and check out the issues. This is the first place where you can start with. Almost all the projects are tagged with DWOC, and make sure what exactly, I mean, like which issue is easier for you to go for it. Like, for example, if you go to one particular issue, let's say adding a feature for having multi-page document, modifying the canvas, or like page upload, something like that, read through the issue and make sure you're able to understand what exactly they have requested to do it. And then we will be, then once you're happy with that, go ahead, ask the maintainer that you want to pick up this project and then start working on it. With respect to the branching and pushing on GitHub, definitely we have a lot of tutorials online, and we will also add project contribution guidelines for every single project. And that should not be a big deal. In every project it should be there. There will be a project contribution guidelines. Please, please, please stick to the guidelines, follow the guidelines. Definitely your project submission, your contribution will be accepted. And a lot of projects, like currently this one, has a huge big documentation on how you can participate, what you need to do, how you need to write. So this is a secure end-to-end backend server for web, mobile, and Flutter developers, and it also contains with Docker. So in case, let's say, a couple of people will be like, oh, what is Docker? I have no clue about it. Go ahead, explore the project. You might learn in the process. So this is one of the best reasons why you should be a part of Devscript Winter of Code and any of these kind of events. So make sure to learn a lot as much as possible, and open source will help you in more than learning. You can also showcase all these things that you have contributed something to here. So everyone wants a job, right? Even I am in a big company. I work for a bank. I'm recruiting right now. The first thing which I will look at is the confidence. Second thing, what you have done so far. So if you say that, okay, see, this is something which I did, I contributed to this particular project or something like that, boom, you will be definitely in, right? So that's something what as a recruiter people will look at, right? So make sure you contributed, share your achievements on LinkedIn and other social networks, get your friends to collaborate as well. Learn. Let's learn and grow. That is the main motto of Devscript Winter of Code. So with that being said, I'll give back to Anush.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Yeah, as Praveen said, your technical skills while contributing to these projects, not only that you're able to get contributed to some projects which are actually making a lot of change and impact in the world, you can also learn how the industry, how to do your coding, or how to develop something in a professional stage. Like a lot of us students, we lack the industry, we lack the skills which the industry needs. Something might be as minor as writing unit tests for every function you build. these things, they're like often our teachers might overlook or we might not know about them unless we start contributing or working in an atmosphere. So instead of going to a work environment and writing a function without writing a unit test, here you can just start contributing and you'll be guided by mentors who will be telling about the best practices followed in the industry, and you'll be surprised to find almost every single project follows these best practices across all their projects. So I do suggest you strongly talk to the mentors about the best practices followed, get acquainted with it. So like if you're going to write a particular function, you write a unit test. There are some standards on how you should write your commit statements all about. So you just get familiarized with it, so that when you go and work at some company or when you're going to go first time, you'll be already ready with all these things, so that you'll have a better hand in starting things. So these projects will be helping you to not only get started into open source, but also develop yourself as a professional developer and a programmer. So let me just go and start contribute. Just show you how I exactly planning to contribute to the project. So I'm a completely new person, so I'm not sure on how to contribute. So what will I do? What will my process be? So I will first come to this project page. I'll check out these projects, and I think I like document. So I like this looks something which matches my tech stack. So I'll just go over 3 issues. I'll just see if I'm able to. I'll just see if there's any issues which are open. So issues are the place where they talk about any existing problem in an app, or they just say that we are planning to have a new feature called some new feature which they want people to implement it. So they just put that message there. And if you have an idea on how to implement it, even if you don't have an idea about it, just tell them that you're interested to develop it and ask them what their idea is and what they're planning to do. And I'm pretty sure you'll be getting a reply very soon from the maintainer or a mentor in this project, and they'll be on there guiding you step by step. So not only that you'll be able to contribute, but you'll also have a guide and mentor there. So just in case that you're not able to get the exact guidance in any project, you're not able to get guidance, all I ask you to do is hop on to the Discord server. You can see the specific channels for specific projects. So just click on there, go and see. There'll be a maintainer available for you to guide it. So just ask them that you're interested and how can I work, and they will be so pleased to guide you through it. And even if you're not able to get support, we'll be having mentors who are ex-GSOCers, who are really experts in their technical domain. They'll be giving you any general guidance. Just say that you're stuck in a bug, which is like even after hours of struggling with it, it's not getting solved. It's just not getting solved. It's that adamant. So you want someone to just guide you on how to solve this thing. So you can just you can just open a ticket and tell them that you're facing this particular problem, and just request the mentors for help. And I'm pretty sure even if mentors or even if someone who knows that tech stack would be glad to join up and help you solve this problem. So it's not don't wait just for mentors, but you can just team up and you can just solve the problems with each other. So that will be a really good way of developing and learning. So I personally learned a lot through communities. So we used to team up. We used to 4 to 3 friends. We used to team up and learn. And you make a lot of friends and a lot of contacts in this aspect. And you will never know who's gonna go. Who you're gonna meet. So there'll be a lot of interesting people with amazing projects. So it'll be very interesting to communicate. Just start talking with people. Start talking and bonding, and just talk about projects and anything you want to do. But keep it safe. Keep the chat safe. So let me just go back to the issues tab. So just see, let's say that I have this particular project and it looks interesting and it has a DWOC tag. Make sure the issue has this DWOC 2020 tag. And if a particular PR is the pull request which you have made doesn't have the tag, ask the maintainer to put the tag and the level tag. Only the pull request merged with these tags, only those tags will be considered for your points. So just make sure that the tag is present on the project, on the issue, and on the pull request. So all you have to do is click on it. So I think I'll be able to work on this particular project. But check if the project has been assigned to someone. If it's a project is assigned to someone, just see when they assigned it. So if you see something like 1 week or 2 weeks, just move on to some other issue, or just say that I'm interested. Just drop a message called I'm interested, and if the person is not working on it, you might get the issue. So just keep a watch over it. I request the mentors to add a webhook to the channel so that in case there's any new update, it will directly be on the channel. So like, if I can see that, I can see the assignees tab here, right? So these two issues are assigned to particular persons. So I think this is free now. So I'll just go there and I'll just ask them to assign this particular issue to me. So just like I just wanted to work here, so I'll just ask them. And once they assign it to me, I'll just go there. So the first thing, like, so once I go to this particular issue, once I just say if I'm going to the code base, I'll be like looking into the code base. I'll just see if I can see that most of the tech stack includes Python. So I'll just take a quick look. Most of the time, you don't need to know the code base very well. You just have to look into the issue and see if you can solve it. And if you can solve it, and like most of the time, this comes with a complete clean review and what needs to be done and what needs to be enhanced. So you can just look into it and you can just go and look into that file and just check. Just say that a particular project's functions needs a unit testing. So you can just go over, check the feature, and go to the test file and add the particular code to this. So let's say I just want to implement this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go to the code and I'm gonna like, you can either clone it. Make sure that you are very familiar with all the Git commands. It is very important that you are familiar with the Git commands before you start working into it. And trust me, it will break a lot of time. Like I learned Git through breaking shit. Like I broke hell lot of things. So like even if it breaks, don't worry. We have people who are experienced in GitHub who will be like very eager to help you out. So clone the particular project. If you think like cloning and cloning and then downloading it into your local computer and like then managing stuff is too complicated. Now GitHub has launched their code spaces, which I absolutely love. You can just create a new code space for your particular project. So you can just create a code space and that will open a VS Code editor kind of online editor here. So you can just, once it's done initializing, you can start contributing here and you can go ahead and push the command. But before you do, I made a small mistake here. Like before, don't directly go and like open code space. So what you can, I insist you do is like, what you can do is that you can clone the particular project. So what you can first fork it into your GitHub page. To GitHub. So yeah, a local copy of the project will be made. A fork of it will be made. So once the fork has been is ready, open it in CodeSpace, and once it is opened in CodeSpace, you will be able to see all the files which you are able to see it in your CodeSpace, and you can start taking a look. So you just say that I wanted to edit something in the player.py file. So all I'm going to do is do some edits. Guys, don't spam. Like if you're really able to contribute, work on it, because if you have some quality contributions, do it. So like I can see that like, if I see that there's a particular function I like to improve it, I'm able to improve it. Okay. So like I prefer like it's best if you can handle all your contributions using the terminal itself. So it is best way to make yourself familiar with all the Git commands. It will help you like get suited into GitHub and get the atmosphere very well. So if you think like GitHub is something very messy for you, you're not able to do it, there's always the GUI for that. So you can add all the recent changes. You can add all the recent changes, then give a proper commit statement. See, if I'm going to add a particular new function to the particular project, just say like I added a review function or just like whatever you did, give a detailed explanation, give a brief, like a one-liner, but make sure that if you read the commit, you'll be able to understand this is the change that you made and then commit it. So once you commit the particular change, since I'm not done any changes, I'm not committing anything. So once you commit a particular change, you'll be able to see that change in your repository, and you'll get a small message saying that your repository is like one commit ahead of the particular project. So let me just go and check some projects which I have. I'll be able to explain it better to you. Okay, so this is the website code. So if you can see like, okay, in case there's an additional change here, you'll be able to get a message. So let me just do some changes on this thing itself. So if I do some minor change, so let me just go and edit the README here. So I'll be able to give you a look on how things will look. So just if you're gonna say like just say that I updated added to the README. So the one which I did now is a very bad contribution. Like never do minor changes. Make sure that you contribute something worthwhile for the contribution, and always try, if you are always go to the issue, check the issue and solve them. And if you have any unique idea or you have any idea, go to the issue, create an issue, and discuss there with the maintainers and mentors before you issue a PR. So your PR should always come after the discussion in the issue section. So you can detailedly explain it here. And once you commit a particular change to the README, you'll be able to in your repository, you'll be able to see the thing called it's like it's ahead, or it is like one commit or two commit ahead of your main fork. So once that is there, then you can go ahead and create a PR pull request, and you'll be able to contribute to do that particular project. So once you create a PR, make sure that you give a clean explanation about what is all about. So here's the new algo. So I can see like I have one commit ahead. So you have this pull request option. So you can go and issue a pull request to this particular project. So like there are a lot of changes, and here you can say that discuss and review the changes. So talk to your mentors about the changes you're making. So I just see that I have added a new particular file here. So I'll just go and create a pull request, and I'll give a detailed explanation of what this my request is all about. It is always advised to give a detailed explanation so that the project maintainers can quickly review the project and accept it. Before you contribute, a lot of projects use linters. Linters are necessarily the ones that ensure that your Python is following proper industry standards for the way it has to be typed, and like the way it has the syntaxes are proper. So always I suggest, if you're going for a Python, go and check PyLinters, go and check about PyLinters, and get your program linted. So I think for almost all programming languages there are linters. So make sure that your code follows industry standards, and that way you'll also be able to learn what are the conventions and try to inculcate the good practices while you code on an everyday scenario. So just say you're going for a live coding interview, and your interview is going to look at your code. So only if you follow if you start practicing your good practices, which is followed commonly across all the companies and all the projects, once you start getting it without even using linters, you're able to code in such a high standards. When you go out to a coding interview and an interview is going to see your code, that itself will speak volumes about your experience. You don't have to solve a problem to prove them that you're experienced enough. Once you start writing clean code using for proper naming conventions, that itself will speak volumes. I think the other speakers would agree on this too, that if you're able to write clean code, that itself will speak volumes for your experience. So make sure that you get familiarized with the linters. And once you are done, you are sure that this particular contribution is really good, just create a pull request, and you'll be able to see that in the pull request side. So this is a spam request I'm making, so I'll just delete it later on. So if you go to the actual project website, you'll be able to see my pull request here, and you can see the status. And there'll be one maintainer or a mentor who's there, who will be able to check your code and then merge the pull request. So I'll just close my pull request, as this is not a valid pull request. But yeah, this is how everything works. So you first thing you have to do is go and check the issues. Check if there's a particular issue that you can work on. Click on it, ask them to reserve that issue for you. Once you reserve, fork the particular project, you can click the fork button here, and it will make a copy, it will create a fork into your own repositories. And then you can start working using the good GitHub code spaces, or you can just clone and fork the project, clone the project into your local mission, and start working and push the changes to your remote repository. And once you're done with that, you can then issue a pull request to the actual project and ask them to merge your changes into their code thing. So while issuing a pull request, make sure that your description is clear and is accurate, so that it doesn't take too much time to review a project, and make sure that you follow all the industrial practices. So this is how you're gonna contribute for the next 2 months. So a small issue can take the time can take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes to 1 month. So if there are some really good issues, it's going to take too much time. So start working on it. You can do multiple issues at the same time. You can contribute to multiple projects. So start working on them. So patience is the key. Try to do good contributions how much you want, because your contributions it will be shown in your profile. And nowadays GitHub is a dynamic resume. So a lot of companies ask for a GitHub link. So they'll be able to see the kind of contributions that you have made, the projects you have. So if you go ahead and say, you'll be able to see all the repositories that you have earlier contributed to. So just in case they want to see some contributions that you have made to a particular repository, all they have to do is go and click here, and they'll be able to see what kind of code you have contributed and what have you done. So they can just go and see anything. Like if you just say that they can just go and watch like what is the code quality. They can just go and check the files and anything. So make sure that you maintain a particular record clean, and don't do over spamming of things. So that is not recommended. I think all of you are excellent contributors, and you are really interested to work in contribute to open source. So do make sure that you are ready. I think I've covered most of the parts. So other than that, if you have any interesting doubts, any doubts regarding it, do let me know. Ask me in the chat section, so that the moderators will be able to get ask the three of us, and we'll help you get it sorted out. And if you're not able to cover those any doubts particularly here, open a ticket or ask me doubt section about your doubts. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope I covered most of the important parts on how to get started into open source.
That was a cool
That was
explanation.
wonderful.
Just one thing
Yeah,
which I
that
wanted
was really
to
awesome.
inform everyone is like Apurv, I don't think code space is available for everyone. In case if you don't have a code space enabled, you can use something like Code Sandbox or Replit, where you can directly clone the repository, GitHub repository, and it is completely free. So in case if you don't have code space, use Code Sandbox or Replit.
Awesome. Yeah, Replit being a sponsor, they do have some. They have some. Like if you get registered to them, they give you some credits to get started. But even without the credits, they're completely free to use. So do check them out. So Apurv, is there any interesting questions for us?
A lot.
Okay, like let's
Oh
get started.
yes. So here's the nice part here, and I will just yeah. So I will just take up the questions, and like anyone of us can answer that. So one of the very first question that we got on our Discord server, that was like, what is Devscript? So
I,
Anush, would you like to explain that?
I think Vedant is the right person. Being the founder, I think he's the best person to answer this.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Vedant,
it's
please go
Anush
ahead.
and Apur. So it's like Devscript is a community that was found by developers just like you. We all were gathered from multiple communities. Like Praveen is ex-MVP of Microsoft. We are Microsoft ambassadors and a part of n number of different communities. With this experience that we had gathered, thought why not to share this with people and come together to learn and grow. So let us come together to learn and grow was the motto behind Devscript, and with from July 7th, we have been organizing multiple sessions covering multiple topics, not only relating with tech and all, but also about life skills, etc. And now this time we have come up with an open source hackathon so that we can improve the open source culture in India. Similarly, we'll be organizing multiple events and all. Yeah, so yeah, now I am speaking, so I'll just cover a couple of points as well, which I think should have been covered. So it's like, guys, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, with this 2 month of open source contribution, we need to have some fun, isn't it? So we're thinking that we can have something like, for some 10 days or around a week, we'll have maybe a meme competition. Then the next we can have something like code quiz sessions. Then maybe Among Us. Okay, so how many of you love Among Us, or do you play Among Us?
I'm sure like majority of them must have played that.
Yeah. So
Let's see.
yeah, Anush, can I
A lot of
share my
numbers are
screen?
coming.
Yes, bro. Like yeah, go on.
Yeah, just a second. Yep. Thanks. So guys, we'll have Among Us around a week. That will be from most probably in the first week of Jan. We have created special channel for Among Us. That will be a text channel as well as a voice channel, so that it is smooth play and it is total fun. So okay, so is it just the fun? No, it's not. So you know what the thing will be? We'll have something like we'll have Among Us games for around a week. Then we'll put all these winners into a box and we'll just take out a random, and that random winner will get a swag pack. Might be sticker pack or something. So I hope this sounds pretty much interesting to you.
Interesting.
There are lot many swag prices for you all. Yeah.
Awesome, I must say.
Yeah. And even the best part is the Devscript team will also be there. Even I'll be there playing with you. So I hope this will be an amazing experience for us all. Yeah, yeah. Abhishek definitely will go with Scribble as well. And not only this, like we'll have such fun games throughout the 2 months. Yeah, all contributors will receive certificates.
Bro, should we say anything about the overseas internships by any chance, or should we leave it for the end?
Uh, it's up to you. Whatever you prefer, we'll go with it.
Let's create the surprise
Yeah.
later. I'll say it at the end.
Yeah, perfect.
Overseas?
Okay,
That's nice. So what is the next question you got for us,
yeah,
Apur?
awesome. So the next question is like whether participants will be assigned projects and mentors.
Okay, so I think I will take that. So as I said,
Yes.
a participant can contribute to any number of projects. So I have noticed that a lot of time when we assign mentors a project, like you might get a project which your tech stack is not familiar. So we want every one of you to get a good taste of the open source experiences. So we have decided to keep it open. So you'll be able to contribute to any number of projects, any number of issues. And if you get stuck somewhere or you just need guidance, you can always go to the ticket bot section where you can just open a ticket and ask your doubts. Like just say you want to ask some general doubt, not even related to this project. You just want to know how can I get started into ML? Perfect. This is what we expect from you. You can just go into the discussion channel and ask like, how do I just want to get started into ML? And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who wants to answer you. And I think even we have some really good ML folks in our own community. And just start talking. The more you talk with people, the more you connect with people, the more you learn. So just say like instead of learning it from one or two persons, now you'll be able to learn from all our 2,000 participants. Oh, did we mention that we reached 2,000 registrations? Yes, we did.
Oh
So
yeah.
we able to learn from all the 2,000 participants. So I'm so happy to have you, all of you here. So if you just keep the chat active, if you want to learn something, you need to ask for it. So you ask, you get it. So make use of this opportunity, communicate with the people, try to grow your contacts, get started into a lot of amazing projects. And I think I answered that particular question.
Yes, Anush, perfect. And yes, you revealed one of the best, I must say, the surprises that we have kept.
True.
So now another question on the line is, can we contribute in more than one project? It is the question asked by a lot of participants. So
Yeah, as I said, you can contribute to multiple projects and you can even take up issues at the one or two issues parallelly. But don't clog up all the issues. Like just keep in mind that your fellow participants also wants to contribute. So take the issues which you're able to contribute. So often, if you're not active on a particular issue for more than a week, it might be handed off to someone else. So make sure that you constantly have talk in the issues and just let the mentors know that you're still working on the issue. And if you need any guidance, they'll be able to help you out. So just take one or two issues at a time, finish them, and then go on to the next issues. Don't take up all the issues which is available for the participants. Awesome. And if you're able to do all, like it's amazing, like great work.
yeah, and just remember that like the more you learn from that particular this all open source hackathon, that's the one takeaway that you are going to take us take it from here. Okay, so the next question is like, how does the leaderboard works?
Okay, so the leaderboard, Vedant, do you want to explain the leaderboard situation?
Yeah, so the question is how the leaderboard works. So it's like every one of you will be doing some or the other contribution, right? With every contribution, there are some scores, which is with respect to the quality of their contribution. Some might have 1 point, 2.3, or something like that. So n number of points, okay? And finally, after this whole 2 month of contribution, the leaderboard that is maintained each and every day. So the person who are in the top 100 will be the winners actually. So the contribute the points get summed up every day. Like if I contribute around for say 3 points today and say suppose for 6 points tomorrow. So after 2 days it will be 10. And so after these 2 months, whatever be the leaderboard will be the final leaderboard. Anything more? I guess that's
Okay. I
everything,
just
right?
want to add one more thing. So, like your issues comes with different difficulties. There might be a like issues with difficulty level 1, which is like very easy and like minor documentation. And there might be level 3 issues with minor code changes, and level 5 issues like implementing an entire feature by yourself. So pick up issues with there are like I think a lot of people ask like I'm completely new to coding, like I'm just a beginner code level coder, so can I even get involved? There are level 1, level 2, level 3 issues for beginners who are like literally new for this, and you can just start get right away. Like you need from no experience in coding to minimum, and you can always learn it once you start working on it. So see, it's a learning loop where you just keep learning the theory, learning it again and again, just going through the theory, learning it. Like most of the time, you don't learn much; you just go through theory. So the best way I recommend you guys like learn is like go and do some projects, go start contributing and learn it, pick these skills, required skills on the way. That will help you get more on the job experience. At the same time, you'll be able to know the concept. So when you take a particular issue and there's some new concept that which you don't know. So there's a particular library which they use, which like just say pandas. So there's a particular library called pandas and NumPy, and you don't have any familiarity to that particular library. So you have taken the issue, or you just want to take the issue. Go to pandas documentation, learn them. Or if you're a person who likes to learn through videos, go to YouTube. There are tons of free content available in video. Read them. Or if you're not sure that like there are tons of videos and tons of resources. So which are good ones for me? If you have that, then we have the Discord channel just for that. So you can go to the project and ask them the recommended resources, or you can just ask any mentor who's there to like recommend you some quality articles. And I'm pretty sure these mentors who are like they know the content, and there are a lot of times where the mentors themselves authored a lot of contents after struggling with other articles. So you can ask them, and they'll be guiding you with the perfect resources that you need to complete your task. And make sure that when you learn, you go in depth and learn, so that you don't have to come and visit it again. So just keep learning as you code. So you don't have to learn then code. Just learn while you code. So just make sure that you're able to do. So persons with any difficulty will be able to do, and the issues will be the award, the points for those issues will be given according to the level of difficulties. So the higher the difficulty, more the points it will be awarded. So everything is automated. There is no personalized points our system. So it is automated from our side so that it is fair and just. And we will be also personally going through the reviews of your pull request. We'll be reviewing it to make sure that there's no malpractices happening, and to ensure that this is fair for all. So that's it from me.
Perfect, Anush. Thanks a lot for explaining each and everything. Would you like to explain once how to create issues?
Sure, I would love to take that question. Okay, so let me show you. Like, see, if there's a particular project that you see. So let me go to one of our project. So let's just say that you find a repository, and I think you just feel that you can improve a particular project, and you have an amazing idea for that project, but you see that there is no existing issues, or there's no active issues, and you just read through the code base, and you think it needs some features that you think it will be very useful. So I ask you to go to the issue section, just click on the new issue and explain your idea. Like it doesn't have like you don't have to need to know like too much in depth of that project or coding to get started. Just talk about your idea, just pitch your idea, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who might have similar thoughts or just want to add up to your idea. And at the end, it will become something a much more important, like much more advanced idea with a lot of code examples and thoughts. and you'll be able to finally have an issue with a lot of good ideas. And I recommend you to go start with it. So all you have, so some great things, just start with a single issue. So create an issue and start the snowballing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be interested to join and talk about the changes. And even if you find there's an issue and which you will be able to contribute, click there and talk, discuss among the mentors. Or if you think that there is like your idea is not there and something you have a unique idea, or just say you have a bug, like you just ran your project and just identified a particular bug, go and take screenshots if possible or record it and share it in the GitHub thing. So remember, the GitHub issues and the pull request follows a Markdown template. So you need to like get familiarized a bit with Markdown. So I'll be sharing articles on the channel about Markdown. But even if you Google it, GitHub has an excellent guide for Markdown, so you can check it out. So create issues and share your ideas. So that is how every single project develops over time. So, but try to make sure that you don't spam the issues. So good luck. Like any difficult, if you are like any level of developers can get started. Even if you're a first year student, no worries. You can just get started. Just look into the issues and see if there's something which you can do, and you can take it up. So good luck. Or you can even ask your project maintainer to assign you a particular issue. I'm pretty sure they will be interested to give you an issue which they think will be more suited for your level. So yeah, you ask it, you get it.
Thanks a lot, Anush. There's like another question in line for you. So can you just explain the deadlines for registering as a participant or as a mentor?
Okay, sure. So we have kept the mentor registrations open, as a lot of people are asking they want to join as mentors. And as regarding the participants, we have decided to keep it open till January end. We might extend it because like you can, that's as I said, you can just get started into open source anyone. And we want to have maximum people get into it as possible and let their journey start into open source with us. So you can register in any time. And like I think a lot of people who registered late didn't get the emails. Don't worry, get started into it, and you will take a look. Make sure that your email ID and your GitHub ID is correct, because if not, the mail won't reach you. And if there's any issue, just ask us, and we'll be saying, like for the new people who are coming in, we'll be sending mails every 10 days or every 20 days. So we'll let you know, but you can just go start it. If you know for sure that you have sent your email ID and your GitHub ID correctly, get started into it. Don't worry about anything else. And till January 20 or 25, this will be open for all participants who want to join us. So yeah, if your friends wants to join in, ask them to join up and get started. So hoping to see you all there.
Yeah. So one of the like best question here, it is like most of the participants are asking how will they get the swags. Like each and everyone is really excited about these swags, whether it is virtual or physical. So how we are going to ship to them?
Okay, so there's a lot of things. So the virtual swags will reach you as soon as possible within 1 month. Within a month, you'll be getting all your virtual swags. So, and the physical swags, due to the current COVID situation, it might take time. A lot of sponsors are shipping it on their own. So you'll be getting a mail from these sponsors directly. Some of these swags will be shipped by us. So there might be a couple of months delay because we have to get it from the sponsor, then we have to like sort it out and then distribute it. So it might take a couple of months. So if you're not, you can just mail us at our email ID if you think it is taking too long. But give it a couple of months before you mail it, because you all know like the current pandemic situation, there are a lot of shipping problem happening, and it's just not able to ship as effectively it used to be pre-pandemic. So give it time. But virtual swag, I can assure you that you'll be getting it as early as possible. Like as soon as we get it, we'll be sending it out to you all. And you might get some swags really early. Top contributors, we get to get swags shipped by the partners directly, while some might take time. So have some patience, and yeah, we want to make sure that all the swags reach you out. So yeah, we'll be doing our level best to make sure that the swag reaches you.
Yeah, so you will be getting your swags right at your doorstep. So be ready with that, and just enjoy this 2 month long program and keep contributing. So like one of the question I would like to answer is that most of the participants haven't yet received the email, right? So the email is all about a confirmation that you have been accepted as a DWC participant, And by default, each and everyone who is registering for being a DWOC participant is a participant for DWOC. There is no selection criteria as such. And for the Google form, if you are filling the Google form, we will be adding a link there that when you will fill the form, you will get a link that you can open and see a PDF and what are the like instructions for you. And for the website, we will be soon adding a pop-up link there that can be opened by you whenever you fill up the form on the website. So if you don't get the mail, don't worry about that. You will be getting in a day or two. And if you don't get it, just you can check in the Google form itself whenever you'll be filling that. So another question, I guess Praveen would like to answer that. What are the prerequisites to get started with any of the projects?
First thing is obviously be hungry on doing something, learning something, contributing something. So once you learn something, try to show that you have learned by proving that, like, you can contribute to a project. Let's say if you are learning something like Python or HTML or CSS or React JS, there are like a lot of projects that are in the beginner levels. For example, one of my projects is also there. So I'm is a part of DWOC, and a couple of members of the projects are also from DWOC people. So that particular project is like completely empty. So there are a lot of projects that are completely empty, and you can start with that so that you can grow with the project. You can see how a complete full stack project can be completed. uh, can you repeat the question? I guess I got sidetracked.
Yes, so like you were just on the track, so don't worry about that. The question was that like how should one get started? Like what are the prerequisites to
Okay,
get
so
started?
yes, so the first thing is, yes, be curious and be inquisitive about what you want to do, and sorry, about learning and contributing. So that is the main prerequisite. And obviously this is going to be a technical journey. You need to know a couple of technical languages, or something like a particular coding language or a platform or something like that. If you know something on those areas, definitely you are in. Even if you are not, it's completely fine. Learning a language is not a big deal. Maybe, like, let's say, Devscript has got a lot of Python based codes on courses on their on our channel. So if you go to our channel and look at the list of courses, you can find Python based courses. So it all for beginners, it's all for beginners. So you can learn something on Python from here. And if you need any help, mentors like me and others will be able to happily teach you new things. And there will be a lot of new courses coming up. And there is also one more, in case if you are interested in web development, there is also one more video which I took, which is about creating your own portfolio and stuff like that. In case if you are not confident about things, so that's the first thing. Secondly, if you are done with choosing a project, go ahead, start contributing, and just only one thing is, be curious and give your best, so that everything will be coming in the rest.
Thanks a lot, Praveen. I guess like each and every one of you must have realized what you have to do to get started with this. So, like one thing I would like to mention again that is already mentioned by Anush, that is you don't have to register for any particular project. You can just choose the project, get started contributing to it by creating any issue, or just work on some issue that is already created with the DWOC tag. And whenever you are creating an issue, just create it with a DWOC tag. Fine. So, like, there's a question. I guess Vedant can answer that, and it is like a quite interesting question. So, it is that ranking bot on your channel a spam bot? So, they are talking about the me bot, Vedant.
Exactly a spam bot, but it's something like with respect to the number of messages, or say number of messages that you send in the Discord server, it tracks that. And more you are active, the more rank you have. So I'm not bragging exactly. I'm at H1, so beat me if you can.
Wait, did someone say bot?
Would love to. Yeah,
Time to crash.
Apurva and I both we both.
Yeah.
Now
Okay,
we have
so
Anush versus Misits.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, thanks a lot,
Just a
Vedant.
minute, just a minute. Yeah. Ashish, so it's not that it is biased towards Python. It's like we have multi-domain projects, even including those of quantum algorithms and all, right from that to basic Python and algorithm projects as well. So it's like, more projects that were registered to us were Python based. So that's why it's majority is Python. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Purushottam, if you have any questions, or not even Purushottam, each and everyone, if you have any questions, just ask us in the Discord server in the hashtag doubts channel. I'll just share it in the YouTube chat.
Also, I
Okay,
would
yeah.
like to take this time to
Yeah.
thank all the amazing team members of the Devscript Winter of Code team. Like each and every one of you have taken so much time and effort to make this a very successful event. So like we are quite a small team to bring this to a strength of 2,000 participants, and like they have spent hours together to contribute. So I'm like personally thanking every single one of the team member who involved themselves and went way above and beyond to help make sure this project happens. Like we are here in the speaker section and speaking about the project, but to from the designing to the content to the promotion to the community engagement, a lot of people have worked behind the screens to make some effective contributions. So I really hope like you'll be able to meet them all in the Discord server, and I will have a small video releases about the experiences. So do join this community, and I'm pretty sure to see you all of you in the team pretty soon. So make sure that you learn a lot. See, these 2 months we wanted to have a better open source community in India, and next time when Hacktober Fest comes, I think we should all crush it, and India should be the number one there. So let's do our best, and yeah, have a nice time.
That was much of a motivating, you can say, a motivating tagline for each and everyone here. So thanks a lot, Anush. And I must say that each and every one of us in the team and each and everyone who has been working behind the scenes has done a lot to bring this up ahead. And thanks a lot, participants, for being there and like joining us. But still have some surprises. So who's gonna reveal that?
Ooh, this is a surprise.
Yeah. So Praveen, would you like to tell about the internships?
Definitely. So I believe a lot of people know that I'm not in India. I'm from London, and currently I work for a bank, which I mentioned before. So we are hiring, and the hiring is so rapid. It will be starting from February onwards, and those who are performing good, please, and it's not about the performance as well, uh, just talk to me. I'll just leave my shall I leave my LinkedIn profile on the chat? Will that work, or will it get missed? So just connect with me, and definitely we all will be gonna be, I mean, like, what do you say, like the top participants will be taken from Devscript Winter of Code, recognized from this, and then they might be given an opportunity, internship opportunity from companies here which I work with. So that's gonna be an awesome thing. That's the surprise which I wanted to tell. So I was just actually, when I started telling that, I wanted to like get the complete confirmation, and I just got the confirmation. So that's the reason I did not reveal that before. Now that I have got the confirmation, yes, so that's gonna happen. So feel free to connect with me. I have sent my LinkedIn, like the link here, and so it's mostly the opportunities are around web development, Python, and JavaScript. So people who are good with TypeScript, even a lot of things are there in that area as well. So full stack developers will have a lot of chances. So if you need to learn full stack, definitely we have courses as well, free courses of course. And there are some of the so do we have any courses that are like premium stuff? Actually, premium courses that we are giving for free, right, Anush and Vedant?
Yeah, at moment we are giving for free. So yeah,
So grab the
yes.
opportunity, learn it, and I'll be more than happy to refer you all in the companies that are here hiring for awesome talents like you. So do connect with me on LinkedIn, and this is gonna be extremely good for people who are currently in India because it is lockdown, it's pandemic, and things are going pretty bad here in the UK. So no one is gonna ask you to come here. So it's all work from home. So it's gonna be really good. So technically, the pandemic is giving us an advantage over working from home in our flexibility. And yeah, so that's the surprise. How many of you are interested in coming and working with me in London?
I must say that none of them would like to miss that particular opportunity.
Yeah,
True.
don't miss it. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Exactly. And suppose, okay, so I'll just add a surprise from my end as well. So it's like I'm also an entrepreneur. So I have my own startup, which we work on multiple domains, right, from Android, web, AIML, DevOps as well. So if you are interested, you can ping me as well. So I don't provide jobs, but I provide internships where these are not just, come work and you get a certificate. These are stipend based internships. And I have referrals. I can refer you to, top companies as well, as I have many contacts in companies. So I'll share my LinkedIn. And if you are interested, just send me a message. That's it. Perfect. And feel free to, reach us for any interesting stuff that you want to share in Discord or LinkedIn. We are always there for you.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Vedant. So I must say that we have real gems in our whole community. And yeah, so like I don't know that most of you might be knowing about the automation stuff, but yes, not to be bragging about that, but I just love to like get into automation stuff. So if you want to know anything about automation, you can connect with me there. And here I am sharing my LinkedIn link. So yeah, here we go. And like, is there anything we have to mention here, or are we going
Okay,
to
one
announce?
additional thing which I wanted to say is the project that I have been working on along with Devscript and other communities is it is kind of an internship onboarding platform. So this is kind of like a meta program for us. So Devscript Winter of Code is going to be a meta program for this project because a project that is going to create a project which is going to help for internships, which will be interned by interns. Okay. If no one understood, sorry, you can meet me and slap me when it is time. Okay.
Nice. So, are we going to have that wonderful Among Us game right now after the live session?
Woohoo.
Oh, yeah. So,
I think that yes.
awesome. So, guys, just like pull your
And why
socks
are we
up.
not getting in? Why are we not getting any drum rolls when it happens? We should be giving a drum roll background noise, right? Someone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Perfect. So, guys, just get ready and pull your socks up for getting into the Discord server and join us in the Among Us. So, let's start with the Among Us game. And is there anything to mention, Anush? Please mention that.
Sure. If you're a company, if you're representing any company, we are watching this and you wanted to get involved with these amazing students and reach out to more participants and sponsor this initiative by us. As we said, we are a student organization and we are We are led and organized. We are organized, led, and participated by students. So if you're interested to sponsor us, reach out to us, and we'll love to get connected with you. So that's from my side. So thank you all. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Thank you for spending your evening with us. So I hope you had a great time. And so let's get those issues smashed and PRs merged.
Yeah. So I think that it's the time that we can wrap up. And thanks each and everyone. Okay then. So thanks a lot each and every one of you for joining here. So just hop on the Discord server and let's enjoy this Among Us game. And
Yes,
yeah,
please.
we will all be there. So get ready.
And stay safe, guys. See you all in Discord.
Yeah. And all
See
the
you
best.
guys. Yeah.
Bye.